Hello. Good afternoon. How are you? How you feeling? How you feeling? So, how you feeling this lovely Saturday, September 28th? This is it, right? This is the last Saturday of September because next week it's October. And remember, we only have 1 month before election day. You must say that again, with USCIS and not really with USCIS, but with ICE, especially here in the Baltimore area, they are responding faster. Within 2 weeks, you will know whether or not they are going to grant your PD request. The Dolly memo is still alive. We just got a big win on a PD request. It was filed on the 12th, got a response on the 26th, like exactly 2 weeks. So, yeah. Hi, love. Are you the one who are sending messages on Instagram? Yeah, because I don't do DMs on Instagram because I'm just gonna don't want to be all over the places. That's why we do live session here. So if you have a question, you can just post it here, or you can request to ask your question live. You know, yeah, that's why I don't do DMs. In on my profile, you will see it says no DMs. I don't really respond to those DMs. If anybody need a consultation, they should just um, schedule it. Uh, with me by using the consultation link in the description box, or on my profile on Instagram. I have a consultation link. Every basically, I do have it on even on my basically even on my TikTok. I have a consultation link. Okay, yes. Okay, yeah. So I was just saying that basically I don't respond to DMs on Instagram because people be like just sending you some crazy stuff. I don't just respond. The only time you see me here live here, I tried to do live on TikTok. It didn't go well. I'm trying to reach at least 10,000 people there, so I'll do live like combined the way I'm doing here in Instagram all together. Yeah, so if you have a question, just join our live session and ask your question. You can even ask your question live. And if you need a consultation, you can just schedule it. Okay. Can I put in for my work permit after I have done my fingerprint for an asylum case? What do you mean? Can I put in for my work permit after? Are you trying to apply for a work permit? Yeah, for work permit, you're gonna have to wait for the if it's a first time case, you wait for 150 days. If you're filing, let's say, affirmative asylum with USCIS, first time work permit, you wait first of all for 150 days. After that, that's when you apply for work permit. Yeah, if you do it before, it's just gonna get denied. Um, let's see. Thank you very much. You do appreciate me. Thank you very much. I do appreciate you too, because if you're not here, nobody's gonna be here on this live session. My case got approved. Finally, somebody remember Ola Coolidge and Paige. You're the one who wanted to go do a lawsuit, right? You were going to waste $9,000. I told you. Why are you worrying about it? Just wait. They're gonna do it. Um, Card is being produced. Really, that's good. Good. That's really good. That's really good. Um, what was your case? The case is, are you talking about Olan Coolidge and Peggy? That's, I guess, the green card case. You want, I'm going to talk about my case that got approved. I'm going to talk about it. How can I follow up on my case with USCIS? That's customer number. FFB answer. Yeah, that customer service number, they don't really answer, especially if you do asylum, forget it. They're never going to answer. The way you follow up is by filing inquiry online or to your congressman office. Yeah, that's how you follow up. Hello, Peter Clifford. How are you? How are you feeling? But will my social security come before the 150 days? No. Social security come after, because you have to apply for the work permit. That's when you fit on the application for work permit. That's where you fill out, do you need a social security? Then you say yes. Then eventually when they approve the work permit, sometimes they send it together. Sometimes they don't send it. You're going to have to go to the social security office with your work permit to apply for it. It just depends. Each state is different. I got approved for EB2. My priority date is current. Because I came with B2 visa, I had to go back to my country, but I applied to go to Canada. I got Canadian visa, but my case is still with NVC. They are yet to get me an interview with the U.S. Embassy more. What can I do? You just wait until the date becomes available. I don't know how long is the wait time for Canada. I guess for other countries, about 18 months, people have been waiting to get those interview dates. Yeah, just wait. That's all you can do, right? I mean, sometimes people file for lawsuit, but really, if it's not even 2 years or 3 years, you're just not gonna lose. You're gonna lose that lawsuit because nowadays the government's really fighting back. Yeah, just wait. They're gonna call. You're gonna get your day in in Nigeria. It's about 18 months. In Haiti, they're not even calling people because country has gone through a war. Just wait. And by the way, did you apply for a waiver? Because if you came with a B2, it clearly means that you overstay your visa, and the moment you're going out of state, I don't know, did you apply for a waiver, or did you change from B2 to student visa? So I'm not sure what's going on as far as overstaying the visa is concerned. How are you going to come back? So how long does it take to apply for permanent residence after your asylum case? You had an asylum case. You had an asylum, but still, asylum is not lawful status. Asylum is not lawful status. Are you trying to argue about technical reason? Because if asylum is not lawful status, it doesn't cover unlawful presence. So I'm not sure who's advising you to go out. Anyway, so let's go back here. It says, hi, good to see you. Yes, nice to see you, Julieta Alvarez. How are you? Just an update, my friend who didn't do the interview because of language, but he received his green card after they asked for. Oh, received their green card? If they receive it, then what is the problem? They receive it, or you ask me if they're going to receive it? After waiting for power place, how long does it take for you to receive? And he has to see what it says the biometric result. Well, the parole place thing is, are you talking about parole place for spouses of U.S. citizens? Is on pause. So at this point, we just wait until they're going to pick up with it. This litigation is still going on. Yeah, I can't really answer that question, Alvarez. Alvarez, unfortunately, I cannot answer that question. I say I had an asylum case. Okay, so I had a question. I saw a question here. Yeah, the waiver you did is I-601A waiver of unlawful presence, provisional waiver of unlawful presence, I-601A. Um, yeah. So, so how long does it take to apply for permanent residency after your asylum case? Um, the new policy of 2023, right? The February 2023 policy says that you can apply for after your asylum is granted. Of course, you can apply right away, but they're not going to do anything until the 1 year um, physical presence has been met, basically. Yeah, so usually people will just wait for you get granted asylum. Say, let's say you get granted asylum today, right? September 28th, 2024. You wait until September 28th, 2025 to apply. After 1 year, that's when you apply. But under Biden, they came up with a policy in February 2023 saying that you can apply right away, but they're not going to look at your case until after 1 year. So now it's up to you. Please come. How can I become a, if I came with asylum? Well, you have to wait until asylum is granted, until they call you for the interview. And if you win interview, then you win the asylum case, then of course that's when you apply for residency. If asylum is pending, unless you have a spouse, a U.S. citizen spouse, right? Then you can apply for a green card based on marriage. Other than that, you just wait until they call you for your interview, and then if you win, then you can apply for the green card, right? Say, you skip my question. Do you have any idea? I did couple inquiry to the U.S. website, had inquiry to the congressman. Which question? Love. What question did I skip here? Oh, okay. Let's see. Tier 2 officer called me, told me my case 480 is normal, nothing wrong. They want me to wait almost 8 months waiting for my 485. Yeah, if nothing is going on, basically the only thing you can do is wait, right? And the only thing, the other thing you can do is just keep bothering those congressman office. And eventually at some point they will respond to your case. The other last resort is a lawsuit. I mean, really, at this point, do you want to spend 9,000 to file a lawsuit? Some lawyer take 7,000. I don't think you want to do that, right? So basically, you're gonna get there. I had the I-130 that took 3 years, right? And the person didn't want to file a lawsuit. We just did just follow up to the congressman until some point they're really gonna respond. Yeah, that's all you can do, right? Is there a possible way for us to see what it says on the biometric result? Oh, usually on the letter of, I've seen it on work permit. When people do the biometric and then they apply for work permit, they'll get a letter. And on that letter, you see a website where someone can, if you put the website on the internet and you can see the your background. Other than that, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I answered your question, right? Hello, ma'am. Uh, yes, we said that. We already said that you can get 2 work permits. Yeah, it doesn't matter as long as the cases are valid. You want to schedule an appointment with me? Okay, those are the people. Those are my people, right? I need an appointment. That's good. Let me give you the link. Consultation link is let me put it on the website. Sorry, let me put it right here. Yeah, I'm trying to put it. Yeah, that's your right after your question. That's my consultation link. Okay, you can schedule it anytime. Uh, yeah, if you Ed Mooney 22, if you already put your asylum case, at that point, what the lawyer is going to do? Nothing, right? You just wait until the call for the interview. If you're putting it yourself, so I'm not going to put, I'm going to be on your case until when they call you for the interview, then that's when I can be on the case, because the job of the lawyer is to file for you. But if you choose to file for yourself on your own, then later on they call for the interview and you want a lawyer to represent you, then yes, you can still do it, but not now because you already filed, right? Or you're already gonna file on your own, unless you want to file with me. But if you're filing on your own, you're just gonna have to wait. Yeah. So. We have one more question. My parents' names are slightly different on my birth certificate than my school records. Let's spelling change. Adopting my father's name. What will be the problem for my I-485? Is there a way to get a new birth certificate corrected? Because we had that problem with one of our clients from Nigeria. So we had to get the corrected version of the birth certificate and an affidavit attached to it. Just to say that the name was misspelled, was a mistake. Yeah, you just get a new one, a corrected version with an affidavit. That's it. That's all you can do. Otherwise, they're just gonna come up with a lot of reasons to deny. Elder Bolini, we already say you can try everything you want. You can even file a lawsuit if you want. You can expedite. It's just there's no like penalty for trying to expedite. Okay. Yeah, you can do it. If Trump is elected, is it going to affect? No, why will Trump affect? Even under Trump, we were still having cases being approved. Trump is just for as far as deportation is concerned, like he want to go through and with those deportation, like people who have been order removed and they never left, he want to basically deport those individuals. He want to stop those program like TPS, humanitarian parole, DACA. He want to come. He want to bring back MPP. Remember MPP? He meant in Mexico program. So that's really what Trump is going to do if he becomes a president. But as far as pending cases, if your case is valid, you don't have to worry because we had Trump before. We still had approval based on marriage or based on VAWA. So there's nothing to worry about it. The only concern is if somebody has been order removed, if Trump comes back, what he's claiming is that he's going to try to carry on with that order of removal, which we think it's pretty much impossible to do it because of financing. But he said he's going to take money from the other department and put it into deportation, into immigration. So that's his plan. But as far as people who have their valid cases, yeah, they can still go on. This is my link. Okay. Yeah, the consultation link is right there after your question. Edmuni22, please send me your link. That's the consultation. Just click on it. You can schedule a consultation, okay? You can find it too on my profile. Yeah, let's talk about this case. Basically, I wanted to talk about the case first, right? Let's talk about this case. Do you do also asylum case? Yes, my friend, I do asylum cases. Mostly I do family-based, right? And humanitarian. That's my main thing. Like family-based, like marriage cases, family reunification, waivers, and asylum, and deportation, like, people who are in removal, stuff like that. So, and then sometimes I get clients who want to do employment based, but mostly it's EB2, EB1, EB4 for religious worker, and sometimes to get E2 visa. But those other temporary employment based, I really don't have clients in that area, like those H1B, H2A. Those, no, I don't really have clients. But if somebody come, then I'll take it. But I don't have those clients in that area. Okay, let me share my screen first. Let me share my screen so we can talk about this case. Okay, so let's talk about this case. Okay, I want to talk about this case. Yeah, this is a marriage base, Queen Court based on marriage, but because it's a short-lived marriage, you know, they're gonna get a 2 years conditional green card, right? But this is the I-130 that was approved. Sorry, people always say how long it's gonna take, how long it's gonna take. It depends. Nowadays they're doing it faster, but this one took sometimes because they asked for additional information. We filed on October 2023, and then after a year, right? It's almost a year, right? 11 months and 2 weeks. So on September 18, 2024, we got this approval. And the reason being it took a little bit more time, it's because of requests for evidence. What were they asking? They were asking for additional information as far as affidavits are concerned, bank statement. After we filed the next couple months, they actually went all the way from July 2023 to now, to current. I'm not sure why, because we filed in October, but anyway, they because I guess because of the certificate of marriage. Then they ask for pictures. They ask for lease agreement again, because that other lease was going to expire. So they wanted to see if you renew a new lease, and then if the husband is still on that new lease. You know how they do things. So basically, they will check and see if, let's say, you provide them with a lease agreement that's gonna end in December, and you file it in October. When they get to your case, they're gonna ask you for a new one, because obviously in December you have to renew your lease, right? So they want to make sure that when you're renewing the lease, the partner is still there. So they want to really make sure that this is a good faith marriage, and you are basically providing sufficient evidence for them to make a decision, a determination on your case. That's what happened with this case. So we had to provide a new lease agreement. We had to provide additional bank statement. They even gave us a cut-off date. We had to provide additional pictures for what's going on after the wedding. We had to provide additional affidavits from friends and family with personal knowledge of the marriage. What else we did provide? Yeah, those are the things, those four main elements we had to provide, because the couple is a young couple, they don't have assets. So those are the things we had to provide. And health insurance as well. We did provide, because we just had to put additional document. Okay. And then after that, it got approved. It got approved, and the green card you can see here. And on September 25th, the green card is being produced. Okay, but next week they're gonna get it. But remember, this is a conditional green card, right? This is a conditional green card because why? Because by the time we filed for this green card, they were not married for more than 2 years. So the marriage was like 3 months type of marriage. So that's why they have to give them a conditional green card. Usually when you've been married for more than 2 years and you file after 2 years, chances are you're going to get a 10 years green card. And sometimes too, the length of the relationship, let's say people who have children before getting married, then they got married, they have children, those people too can get a 10 years green card just because of the length of the relationship. Let's say you got married, you didn't get married until after your child turned, let's say, 4 or 5 years old, because maybe you didn't have the money to have a wedding ceremony and stuff like that, and then you did your ceremony after the fact. You have a chance to, even if the marriage certificate say that you got married today, you might get a chance to have a 10 years because of the length of the relationship. Like they see children involved, your biological children, of course, right? Then they look at the relationship in total, the totality of circumstances surrounding the relationship, then the length of that relationship make it it's warranted for them to give you a 10 years green card. But in this particular case, they're gonna just get 2 years, and then we're gonna file for remove of condition. Yeah, that's what it is. The reason we got a request for evidence is just because they had to double check those documents. Remember, I told you about the lease agreement. Those small things, they really pay attention on those small things, because they want to see, well, the lease is going to expire in December, so you file in October. So basically, in January, you should have a new lease agreement. So that's why they sent RFE to just check if the person's still living there. They have a lot of things they will do to double check your marriage and question your documents. That's what we got in this case, and that's why it took at least 1 year prior to getting an approval. Because other cases for 2 years conditional green card are going faster. Remember, we had the one case that we only did 3 months. They got their conditional green card because everything was really good. But we have other cases that are still pending. So if you have your I-130 pending with me, don't be calling me, because it's just case by case basis. Maybe your case is the case where they have to give you a 10 years green card, so they have to do a lot of research on it. So yeah, don't be calling me. Let's just wait, okay? Okay, let me stop here and take questions. Okay, so that's about it. What else we have here? Oh, you're welcome, Ed Mooney _22. You're welcome. Looking forward to talking to you as well. You're welcome. Can you bring your kids along on K1 visa? It depends, right? Hold on. K1 visa and choose. I've never got that question before. I never did deal with that like that. Let me double check. I think so. I don't see why you wouldn't. Yes, your children may travel with you to the United States or travel later to follow you. Your children must travel within the validity of your of their K2 visa, because you get K1 and then the children is gonna get K2. So yeah, the answer is yes. Yeah, I never dealt with a fiance visa bringing children. They usually don't have children, so that's why I had to double check. Okay, the answer is yes. Edmuni 22. The answer is yes. What else? Veronica Villegas, how are you? I haven't heard from you for a very long time. Did you finally travel? You were supposed to go to Venezuela, right? Or somebody was supposed to go there without a passport, something around those lines. I forgot the story, but I remember you. I remember most stories. Yeah. So did you end up going, or what happened? By the way, please share. People who ask for a consultation link, don't forget to schedule a consultation. I have spots on Monday, so we can discuss your cases, okay? Can a U.S. citizen adopt a children of age 18 and plus? No. Adult adoption? No, I don't think so. The way the law says that by the time of adoption, the child has to be under the age of 16. Yeah, but the person can be a step if the person marry the mother of the child or the father of the child, then that person can be a either stepmother or stepfather, and they can bring the child because the child is 18 and the child is under the age of 21. But now the question becomes, when did the marriage took place? The marriage must have taken place when the child was under the age of 18, so basically 17 and something. If your partner have kids, yeah, it's the partner in question that's going to bring their kids, right? Oh, another thing, can I travel while some case without an interview? No, we don't suggest a person to travel when asylum is pending. That's a big, it's not advisable. Um, the reason it's because I think we've talked about it a lot on this channel. When a person asks for asylum, first of all, they claim that their country cannot protect them, and now they're seeking protection here, right, in the U.S. And now the case is pending. They're trying to travel to go where, first of all, right? You can't go in the country where you claim persecution, and then with what passport? Because basically, sometimes those people who, if the passport is valid, of course, you can try to ask for advance parole. But the question becomes, where are you trying to go? Most of the time, those advance parole get denied because it's just like you just apply for asylum. Where are you trying to go? It's rare to get a parole under asylum pending with USCIS. Yeah, and we don't advise it anyway. Um, you really have to have a strong reason as to why you were trying to travel and where you're trying to go. Yeah, it has to be like a matter of life or death. Somebody's gonna die if you don't go and stuff like that. Somebody's seriously sick, but where? You know what I mean? Because you can't go in a country where you claim persecution. You're gonna undermine the very claim of asylum. So that's just a big no. Yeah, my advice to you is just you just got here, just just settle down a little bit, right? Um, Gozi Jane, how are you? How you feel? I've never seen Gozi Jane on this channel. Is it the first time? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're just answering questions here, right? If you have a question, just put it in the comment. If you want to ask a question live, you should be on YouTube. That way we can send you a link. But we're almost done for today anyway. So for marriage-based green card, is there any age difference that should be there between couple? Okay, marriage based on green card, age difference. When it gets to when the range is to the way, anyway, let me say one thing, right? When they're looking at green card based on marriage, they really want to see whether the marriage is a good faith type of marriage. Uh, how are they going to know? You're just going to show them document, right? A lot of document to prove that. The most important thing is commingling of assets. Then you get affidavits notarized from friends and family who the people have personal knowledge of the relationship and so forth. But then when they look at the age difference, if let's say the spouse, let's just give an example, right? Let's say Jane or Mary, let's just put Mary. Mary is 25, and then Patrick is 75. Yeah, it's going to raise a lot of suspicion, and yeah, it's going to be so questionable. They're going to do a lot of house visits. It's probably going to get denied because it's really going to look like this is just a marriage of convenience, you see. But if the age difference is like 15 years, that's common. People get married, 15 years of difference, and combined with other things, I don't think that will be a problem. Okay. How long it take for an asylum interview? Oh my gosh, nobody knows. People have been waiting since 2015, 14. I have clients. I wasn't even practicing law when they filed their asylum, but we filed a lawsuit. Yeah, because it was taking too long. They filed their asylum in 2015. Um, and eventually, we filed a lawsuit. They called them in 2022, 2023. Yeah, and I have another one too. They filed in 2015 as well, and we're trying to expedite the case. Hopefully, they're gonna call them this year. Yeah, Ed Mooney 20. Nobody knows when they're gonna call you. It used to only take 6 months back in the days. Now, forget it. You just hope they call you, but yeah, it's taking way too long. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's see. Oh, I jumped somebody. Oh, yes. Oh, that's your welcome. Welcome. We're just taking questions. We already talked about what happened with that case. Basically, if you have time, you can, rewatch the video. But anyway, if you have a question, just put it in the comment. Can you talk about real ID? If a person has only work permit, how can I get real ID? Real ID is going to be effective next year, 2025. Yeah. How are you going to get it? You're going to get it to your DMV. Yeah, that's where you're gonna get it. Department of how do you call it? Department of Motor Vehicle. Yeah, you're welcome. Hi, Attorney Bijoux. Hi, how are you? I saw your email. I'm glad it works. Sometimes you only have to make a phone call, right? Um, hello, can I join the military and file for citizenship with a conditional green card without removing conditions? Filing a citizenship without removing condition. The way it's going to play out is this, right? When it's time for you to remove condition, because condition gets removed within 90 days of the expiration day. But green card, uh, you file 2 years and 9 months. So the conditional green card has to be pending. The removal condition has to be pending, and then you file for U.S. citizenship. In other words, you can file both applications depending on the timing. But talking about bypassing removal of condition, I don't think so. I never heard such thing, even for people in the military. I don't know. Yeah, you still have to file for I-751, but because it's taking too long, but when you're eligible to file for U.S. citizenship, you can follow with your application for U.S. citizenship, and then they can, when it's time for the application for citizenship, they will call you for the interview. Then they will interview on both applications. They will adjudicate both applications at the same time. So I guess I answered the question, but you can't bypass that. So that's if that's what you're asking. And my question is not immigrant related, but I have, yeah, the it's going to be effective next year. So that's when they're gonna look at real ID stuff. I believe May of next year, but you can get it at your DMV. Um, okay. So who else is here? Okay. I guess we answered all questions, right? This is it. Thank you very much for joining. Anybody who needs a consultation, this is the link. You can schedule it. Where's the link? Okay, let's see. Here's the link. You can schedule it at any time, or you can yeah, that's the link right after Veronica question, or you can go back all my videos in the description box. You see my profile, you see the link. What else? That's it. This is it for today. I'm gonna start with Instagram first. And then, oh, today we got a lot of people on Instagram. Usually we don't have questions there, like people almost like not available. But today, maybe because it's 6 and it's Saturday, I guess we got more people. But thank you very much for showing up. We're going to end here on Instagram, then we're going to end on YouTube as well. Yeah, thank you very much. Until next time, bye bye.